Alright, my name is Guthrie, and I'm going to be speaking to you guys today about work attitudes. I'm going to start off by telling you a story about an acquaintance that I have from back home. He's not really a friend, I only met him once, but he made an impression whenever I met him. He is an engineering major, he graduated, he now has a PhD in engineering, and is going back to school for a master in engineering. Whenever he got out of college, he got a job at Lowe's, and I asked him about how his job at Lowe's was going, and he proceeded to tell me how he had just quit his job. And that was kind of the interesting part of the story. So one day he confronted his manager and was unhappy apparently with something, probably his pay or something stupid. And so he confronted his manager about it, and his manager basically just told him to get over it, that he was hired for a certain position and he was not going to get promoted or get a pay raise. So instead of handling like a normal person and either turning in a 2 weeks notice or just getting over it, he proceeded to get up on the customer service desk and stomp all over the computers, kick all the keyboards around, and then unzip his pants and pee all over the computers, which is not a normal reaction. So that is an example of poor work attitude. And work attitude can be defined as any way people in a culture view their work. Some people here in America, we have different views. Some people are going home, all about their job for some reason, and some people would rather just stay in bed and sleep. So we have all different views about it, but typically Americans get stereotyped as being very all work and no play and just kind of uptight. Many other Asian and European countries give us that stereotype, which is not true, but we are not the, I guess we'd say, hardest working countries out there. There are many other countries who put in more hours a week than we do. For example, Singapore and China average around 50 hours a week whenever they work. Singapore right now leads the world in number of hours worked at 50.5, and China's not far behind. So America right now averages at about 43 hours a week worked, which is not a lot compared to 51 hours. But we also are not at the lowest point either. France and other European countries tend to feel that life should not be wasted away working, and that it should be enjoyed, and only part of our life should be work. So they typically average around 36 hours a week. That's France, for example. So there's a broad spectrum of hours a week worked whenever you consider the hours part of work attitude. But that's not the only part. Some other aspects of work attitude include how people treat their coworkers. For example, in Asian countries, coworkers tend to be viewed as their office family, is how they would see it. And here in America, that's kind of not the case. Some people think that, but typically in a business setting, it's viewed as a bit unprofessional if you treat your coworkers like family. It's kind of weird. And also, other countries like France and other European countries, like I said, they don't like to work a whole lot, so it's not uncommon for European countries to take anywhere from 1 to 3 months off, just completely close on their business and take a vacation, or just sit around and do nothing. So there are all kinds of different work attitudes in dealing with both hours and just completely how you view work in general. And all around the world, there are different types of work attitudes, and it's important to know what kind of work attitude you're stepping into if you're going on a business proposition in a foreign country, so that you do not come off as either too lazy or too hardworking. So it's just important to know. That is my speech on work attitudes, and thank you for your time.